twisting the night away, or the night the world almost ended. Have you ever really been afraid? I mean, not just like afraid, but I mean really, really afraid. Like really, really scared. I can tell you this story because it really left an abominable imprint on my brain. It made me do something, I think, later in life that I'm not quite sure why I did it, but here's the beginning. Maybe you've heard this before, but my parents owned a restaurant, so they were busy all the time. And the restaurant was right next door to our house. So many times they just kind of let us be alone. There were 5 of us, and I think at this point I was probably maybe 9 or 10 years old. And I was the eldest, and everyone else was younger than me. My sister, like a year and a half younger, and then another brother, a year and a half younger, and then 2 years younger, another brother, and then 2 years younger, another brother. And it was like, geez, when is this going to stop? Anyway, this night we were having a blast. It was summer. It was toasty, roasty outside. The windows were open. And we were playing chubby checker, and we were twisting the night away. Unbelievable. We were just working up a sweat, laughing and giggling and dancing and having such a wonderful time. After a while, I had to take a break, And I remember going outside. And our house faced east. And it wasn't a full moon. No, it wasn't cloudy. It was kind of a dark night. You could see a fair amount of stars. And I'm looking out in the east there, and I'm kind of wiping a little bit of the sweat off my brow. And I noticed that just above the tree line, it seems to be getting a little brighter, It's like, I don't know, the sun has already been down about half an hour, 40 minutes. That's weird. Why was it getting brighter? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I called my sister out. Hey, Annie, come on out here. Check this out. We looked, and it was getting brighter still. It was almost as if the sun seemed to be coming up again. And all of a sudden, I got this really strange feeling. I started to get chills, and I grew up, kind of religious, I went to Sunday school. I was an altar boy, and, there was always this undertone of the end of the world. And do you know what? I remember stories about coming from the east and Michael the Archangel and brightening of the sky, and my mind was starting to get really scared. I started to shake. I was really shaking because the sky was getting brighter and had kind of lines in it. And I'm like, it was like a green and a yellow, and I had never seen anything like this before. I didn't know what to do. I got down on my hands and knees. And I started to pray. I said, God, don't let it be the end of the world. It got brighter. Annie and I were both kneeling next to each other, praying. God, we don't want to die now. It can't be happening now. Finally, I couldn't stand it. I got up and I ran next door to the restaurant. I went into the restaurant and I yelled, Ma, you gotta come out now. You gotta come out. You just gotta come out now. She's like, what is going on? She thought, maybe the house is on fire. Maybe what are we doing out there? She goes, okay, I'll come out. She comes out to the back steps. I said, Ma, look, is it the end of the world? She looks at me and she shakes her head and she goes, son, that's the Aurora Borealis. I go, the what? The what? It's the Aurora Borealis. It's the Northern Lights. Wow. She goes inside, grabs my dad and a couple of waitresses and the cook, and they come out. They go, wow, look at that. It's amazing. And they were thrilled to see this. We've never seen this before. I was like, ew. I was feeling a little strange, like, oh, how stupid am I? The Aurora Borealis. What did I pray? What did I say? What did I say I was going to do? Oh my God, I think I made some promises. I better remember those promises.